Hello and welcome to the Filter Free Podcast. I am your host, TJ Stevens.
Problematic.
Out of my left earbud.
Getting off to a banging start here.
Joining me as always,
Step ends.
Dollar Bill Dave.
I touched myself.
I just need to clip that. Just Dave leaning for I touched myself.
And Timmy C.
Goo, goo, goo.
Dave's is awesome, and he got a new hat, and it's hilarious. Are you drunk, yes or no? And it's marked on the right-hand side for both.
Time limit draws get my panties wet. I love it.
We've covered this butt wipe on a few different occasions.
Butt wipe?
You don't call people butt wipe anymore?
No. I'm not 7. Good news is I've limited the producer's amount to screw us over this, so we're actually going to get to sing along with the songs now. You are welcome.
You gotta fight for your right to party!
Hello and welcome to the Filter Free Podcast. I'm Dollar Bill Dave, along with that idiot, Timmy C.
Who?
While TJ is still on hiatus taking care of his lovely wife, Jamie. We love you, girl. We will be having special guest hosts along the way. Our host this week, the fabulous one, Efren.
Who?
Repeat host. Actually, I'm hosting this time. I was special guest last. Shit starts
What
falling.
Oh, good.
Hi,
Green
everyone.
screen down. It's down.
TJ, that's a toast to our boy Mark. TJ, we love you. Jamie, we love you. Get better. We're totally thinking of you. Since we're all drinking, a toast to the Steffens family.
Totally thinking we wish TJ was here.
Rocket City,
No
Dave,
offense.
what are you drinking? We love you, Efren. Wish you weren't here.
I'm drinking peach crown and sweet tea tonight, and it's lovely.
This
Timmy?
This doesn't work as well. Those 16-ounce pint bottles.
Sounds like
don't.
my nuts are cracking. Well, guys.
Well, it is almost that season. I got Miller Lite.
It is a pleasure to be here once again for the second time in 3 weeks. Shout out
We
to
love
your
to
previous
pleasure you.
guest host, Pondwater Dave. Who's on tap next week, guys?
Next week is the fun director, Justin.
That's fabulous.
I'm gonna
Guys,
roast
welcome
his
to the
ass.
Filter Free Podcast. Thank you for listening. Please remember to rate and subscribe to the show wherever you get your podcasts. And while you're at it, follow the show on Twitter X at FF Popcast, on Instagram at Filter Free Podcast. And you can even follow our network on Twitter X at Filter Free Net. Guys, tell us about the Patreon for Filter Free.
It ain't X. All right. On
Really?
patreon.com
It says X all over here.
/filter free. You can find us. Stop it.
3, 4, 5. Oh, you haven't. You've kept talking. Go ahead.
I was trying to talk. You cut me off. You will find Legends. Let's rethink this. Footballers getting paid with Tim and Dave. Which
How did
Tomorrow
you do
night.
last week with your footballers?
Tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night. We didn't do last week, so we're doing a double show tomorrow.
Yeah.
You also didn't do one last time I was on.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dave's been busy.
It's busy in Alabama, and
It is.
I'm busy too. It's just a different kind of
Doing
busy.
what?
Well, one of
Making
I don't
french
want to get
fries
into
and
work shit, but like we have 10 stores. One of the GMs quit. I have to cover it. So
Will
I'm
you
working
be
2
elevated to
stores.
GM?
I'm already a GM. My OnlyFans
Are
is
you?
blowing up.
You
I might be leaving the podcast. You don't know. My
God.
mouse is dead. God damn it.
I had a huge OnlyFans conversation last night with JD Hoop. Were
Were you trying to talk him into it? You should totally do it. JD,
Okay.
you should do it
so
on
JD,
number one-
show me your
number
butthole.
one, yes. Number 2, we came up with an idea called Only Cans, CANS, and a Diet Dr. Pepper goes up to a Coke. Hey, how you doing? And the Coke refuses him, thereby crushing the Diet Dr. Pepper. And it would be all about recycling.
Sorry. Wishful thinking. My bad.
You should never make that face to me with that hairdo you have. You just can't do
It's a
it.
handle.
Okay,
Never
so
get hold of
footballers
that.
getting paid, getting laid, getting paid, getting what?
No, you could also get laid with Tim and Dave.
Oh, what's the getting paid, getting what?
Getting paid with Tim and Dave.
footballers getting paid with
Come
Tim
on.
and Dave.
Go on.
Evolution of Evil, wrestling with commercials, plus our list of 2024 events, which begins with the Royal Rumble. Also, check out our friends
Breaking
over at the
news,
Premier Streaming
gentlemen.
Network.
Breaking news. I
love when I try to talk.
I will officially be in Tampa for the Royal Rumble.
Yay! So will I.
4, 5, 6. Oh no!
Now, how many is the suite still available to your patrons and such? Or they?
Yes,
I think there's still a couple seats
we
left.
still have room. Yes,
Because we got 2 suites.
Did you really?
Yeah.
What would you say?
too sweet.
What would you say to trying to give away one of those sweet tickets, Royal Rumble weekend with your logo?
Are they gonna pay
plastered
for
on?
it?
What?
Are they
What?
gonna
I'd
pay for it?
be game to give away one.
No, you're paying for it. They win it. You pay for
What?
it if they win. It's called promotion. I know all about it. Trust me.
Oh.
I don't make a dollar off anything. Go on.
I'm sure we could do a game event style something or another for a ticket to the Royal Rumble.
I mean,
Yeah,
if
I know
only
a
we
guy.
had friends that would be in on that kind of thing.
Can you play that AOL thing again? Because your internet sucks tonight.
Yes. Kentucky Shitternet is back. Mr. Fiber Optic.
What is it you say, Dave? It's fine here. I don't know.
And where can they find all these shows, Timmy?
Check out our friends at the Premier Streaming Network at Watch on
There's no
Premier.
duh.
You will get Everybody Has a Pod with Ted DiBiase. You will get us. You will get One of a Kind with Rob Van Dam. So many more. You will also get Efren's game event. IRFB, as you can see behind his head. And Josh Chernoff's
Debuting
on about
November 26th.
and Josh Chernoff's on about 47,000 shows. So
Let me tell you something.
go check us out.
Let me tell you something about IRFB debuting November 27th, episode 1, Candice Michelle versus Beth Phoenix. This show will be the quintessential show when it comes to these matches that we're talking about. Most watch-alongs, guys, let me tell you how they go. Hey, so tell us about the weekend. Let me fart into the mic. Who didn't invite me to dinner or this? It takes away from the actual 2 hours because you can't watch 2 hours. This show, there are 3 people in the ring and one is talking directly to you. It is borderline virtual reality. Every second is focused on the match. There are no wasted seconds. It's amazing. I'm amazing. It is different. IRFB premieres November 27th, episode 1, Candice Michelle versus Beth Phoenix. Do you remember that match, guys?
I remember
No.
Candice Michelle.
The GoDaddy girl. Or as Mike Chioda says, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, Candice.
She made my daddy go, most definitely.
Yes, you did.
PremierStreamingNetwork.com is where you can get all these shows, including the great Filter Free podcast, starring me this week.
And
But
Bumming with Bobcat. Don't forget.
Bumming with Bobcat. Great. Oh my God. Can I tell you a story? That week after I was done with you guys, I went on Bumming with Bobcat, and he's going to post it later. I got a replacement mic, of course. That thing didn't have a long cord.
You should be used to that.
It fell on my nuts 6 times in the hour.
And
And
upside down?
I've clipped them all to put them right back.
You clipped
And
your
by the-
nuts?
And you know, I'm drinking, and by the 6th time, I'm like, bum wine, you've got to stop the show. I've got to go to urgent care. And the next morning, like the right side of me killed.
Wait a
Are
minute.
those
So you were on a
grapefruit?
podcast and had to go to urgent care?
Usually it's so bad. You would think I would learn after like the first time or really the second time, but I kept leaning back and the mic kept falling. I was the epitome of hot mess.
My God.
Ah, you're welcome. You really need to see me bumming with Bobcat on the Premier Podcast Network. Let's get back to the show, guys. What are we discussing this week? We are going back to November 1992, Saturday night's main event. I love this show. Dave, did you love this show?
I liked it.
Timmy, did you love the 3 matches on this show?
Nope.
Okay. But
Timmy's frozen.
first, let's go back to what was happening in your world yesterday. Stories that missed the cut. Has anyone paused before me? See, I listen. Here we go. November.
Well, no, last week they paused before they.
November 1st, New York Jets wide receiver Al Toon becomes the 10th NFL player to make a reception in 100 straight games. That's awesome.
Preferred his brother, Cartoon.
Or the town he was from, Toontown. No? November 3rd.
It could have been from Altoona.
Oh, yes.
Shout out to Polly B.
November 3rd, I Will Always Love You by Whitney Houston is released. It would go on to become the 1993 Billboard Song of the Year.
She's no Dolly.
No.
She's better than Dolly.
Which song? Which do you prefer?
She couldn't fill Dolly's bra.
This is true.
November 3rd, Bill Clinton is elected president of the United States, defeating incumbent one-term president George H.W. Bush.
What the fuck, Dave? You did this? How does this miss the cut?
Bill Clinton is
thought
on next week's. Bill Clinton is on next week's episode, buddy.
I thought TJ was gonna fuck this segment up, but now it's you.
Bill Clinton
They
is
always
on
seem
next
to miss
week's
the big
episode.
stories.
Oh, right.
Who died in Haiti this month? Let's see.
November 7th, the first NBA game is played at the America West Arena, now Footprint Center in Phoenix, as the Phoenix Suns defeat the Los Angeles Clippers 418-30. As you said, Dave. 111-105.
Wasn't it the American West Arena?
America West Arena, named after the airline.
I thought it was American.
What was it? I did it again last week.
Yeah, I know.
So 2 weeks ago it was like 199 to 96. I'm like, well, that's not right. And then it was, what was it? Oh, Jeff Gordon won his 122nd race of the year. I was like, oh, that's it's 12. It's 12 race.
Are we out of music?
Yeah,
Yep,
it
music's
runs
over.
out.
God,
good
it runs
thing.
like he makes me pause for like 10 seconds. The music lasts like 8 seconds. November 11th, the Church of England approves the ordination of female priests.
That was a mistake.
Why? Sinead was happy.
Good. Not enough of them are kid diddlers.
Oh, good Lord. Yeah. Oh, please. November 12th, New York pitcher Steve Howe is reinstated for the 8th and final time before he is banned for life.
How?
How do you get suspended 8 times? 8.
9 times.
He was suspended.
9.
Is the last one a suspension since you're banned? I guess the first 7 are suspensions, and then you're
I don't
banned.
know. Do you want me to call Pete Rose and find out?
Yeah, he's still suspended.
By the way, I listened to your crap last week. Should not be in the Hall of Fame. November 13th, Riddick Bowe wins the undisputed World Heavyweight Boxing Championship with a unanimous points decision over Evander the Real Deal Holyfield in Las Vegas.
And then he decided to become a Marine and lasted like a week in basic training
Riddick.
or boot training.
And then he ate 7 Marines, and now he's 400
Yeah.
pounds.
When
By the
you
way,
do
how was Evander's ear here?
Riddick Bowe, Andrew Galata, I'm in. November 15th, Alan Kulwicki wins the 42nd NASCAR Sprint Cup. Wasn't Winston Cup still?
What'd you
It was-
call it? Did you just call it the sprint cut?
No, I didn't say those words.
Because I've
Kulwicki
done
will-
that a couple of times. I've sprinted to. Never mind.
People call you that with that hair. He would be killed in a plane crash in April of 1993. NASCAR guys, go ahead. As Dave picks his nose, go NASCAR.
I didn't pick my nose.
Okay. November 23rd, the 10 millionth cellular phone is sold.
To Zach Morris.
It was this big.
Yeah,
And
he probably had
It
one.
was a brick.
November 27th, the Howard Stern interview premieres on E! Network, a nightly half-hour show where Howard interviews celebrities.
I used to watch that on Friday nights.
What'd you think of him?
I was just there for
I
for
wish-
the women.
I wish TJ was here because TJ has strong thoughts on Howard Stern. He hates that motherfucker.
Yes, sir. November 1992, Stories in the Wheelhouse here on the Filter Free Podcast on Premier Podcast Network. November 3rd, rock band Rage Against the Machine released their-
Sorry, I was
I'll
trying
wait.
to provide background.
releases
music. My
their
bad.
debut self-titled album Rage Against the Machine, featuring the single
3, 4.
Killing in the Name. You don't get to count when you're the one who messed everything up. Guys, known for its heavy metal and rap music melody with punk rock and funk influences, Rage Against the Machine's debut album was met with critical acclaim and achieved commercial success. While sales of the album were initially slow, their profile soared following their notable performance at Lollapalooza 1993 and heavy radio play of the song Killing in the Name. Before Lollapalooza, Rage Against the Machine guys was sitting around 75,000 albums sold. By the end of the year, those album sales rose to 400,000. The band further promoted the album with tours supporting the band's suicidal tendencies and House of Pain in Europe. And by April of 1996, 4 years from now, Rage Against the Machine had sold over 1 million copies in the US and 3 million worldwide.
Los Angeles Times critic Robert Hilburn hailed Rage Against the Machine as a striking political conscious debut and said lead singer Zach De La Rocha was a bona fide star who combines on stage a Bob Marley-like charisma and a Chuck D-style rap command. And the music itself is as tough and relentless as his raps. In 2001, Q named Rage Against the Machine as one of the 50 heaviest albums of all time. In 2003, Rage Against the Machine was ranked number 368 on Rolling Stone's magazine list of 500 greatest albums of all time, climbing to number 365 in the 2012 revision, and then shooting up to number 221 in the 2020 reboot of the list.
Okay, so first off, when I saw these notes, I literally went back and was like, Dave was drunk when he did this. There's no way that album came out in 1992 because it was so popular when I was in college in like
84?
1998.
3, 4, 5,
He's
6.
frozen.
He
Sorry, I had to
froze!
sneeze. I sneezed.
Your internet is shit tonight. He's frozen.
The
again.
members
my
of Rage
God.
Against the Machine are well known.
So much audio to cut.
Yeah.
Rocket City.
Frozen.
Am I
All right. So you're really frozen. We're going to freeze here while you figure out whatever shit you need to figure out. Shut it down. Stop your camera, then start it up again. Check your
You are-
audio settings.
Yeah, you're hella froze.
You hella froze. You look like Prodigy or America Online. Hella froze.
It looks fine to me.
Mm-mm.
Good
You're
news
ruining our
is
show.
Hey, it's recording on mine, so as long as you guys are coming through, it's fine.
Okay, but you're clipping. All right, here, okay. Why don't you start your segment again in the blue in 3, 2, 1.
The members of Rage Against the Machine were well known for their leftist, anti-authoritarian, and revolutionary political views, and almost all of the band's songs focus on these views. It's weird. I'd almost rather enjoy their music. I like the music.
Yeah.
Tom Morello said of wage slavery in the United States, quote, America touts itself as the land of the free, but the number one freedom that you have is the freedom to enter into a subservient role in the workplace. Once you exercise this freedom, you've lost all control over what you do, what is produced, and how it is produced. And in the end, the product doesn't belong to you. The only way you can avoid bosses and jobs is if you don't care about making a living, which leads to the second freedom, the freedom to starve. What? I'm missing his point here. Get a job. Some critics have accused the group of hypocrisy, shocking, for voicing commitment to the leftist causes while being millionaires signed to Epic Records, a subsidiary of the media conglomerate Sony Music. No. Infectious Grooves released a song called, quote, Do What I Tell Ya, which mocks lyrics from Killing in the Name, accusing the band of being hypocrites. In response to such critiques, Tom Morello stated, quote, when you live in a capitalistic society, the currency of the...
Oh my God. Go ahead.
of the dissemination of information goes through capitalistic channels. Would Noam Chomsky object to his works being sold at Barnes & Noble? No, because that's where people buy their books. We're not interested in preaching to just the converted. It's great to play abandoned squats by anarchists, but it's great to be able to reach people with a revolutionary message, people from Grenada Hills to Stuttgart. Oh, so your job is cool, but mine is slavery. Sweet. I'm in.
Rocket City Dave, I have a question.
Yo.
How was your Thanksgiving? Because by the time he was fucking done with it, it was the Friday after.
Oh, you don't like my political commentary. Thank you, Tom Morello.
Trivia! This was named again by Q Magazine as one of the 50th heaviest albums of all time.
Heaviest.
What does that mean?
I'm going to guess lots of metallic-y type things.
Name the top 5 of this heaviest albums list of all time.
Kill them all.
Metallica Black.
Metallica Black. No.
Kill them all.
Metallica, any of them.
Metallica is not in the top 5.
Guar.
Guar.
No.
Billy Joel.
The Weather Girls, It's Raining Men.
Everybody.
That's not
Motley Crue.
Something Black Sabbath, Master of Reality.
Oh.
Number 4, The Birthday Party, Junkyard.
Prodigy.
What is that?
I don't know. Number 3, Big Black with Atomizer.
I don't know what that is.
Was that like Rick Martel's Atomizer?
Yes. It was
Black?
just black
Wasn't
instead
that,
of light blue.
Wasn't that Rob guy's bodyguard?
I don't think that's how I know. I don't think that's
this list is too straight for me. Number 2, Aphex Twin with Classics.
Nope.
And number 1, Timpani, AC/DC, Let There Be Rock. No?
No.
Okay.
Not in on any of that.
Nope.
Moving on. November 23rd, 1992, American actress and singer Miley Cyrus is born in Franklin, Tennessee. Born Destiny Hope Cyrus to parents Billy Ray and Tish. Miley got her first break when she was cast as the lead in Disney Channel's television series Hannah Montana at only 13 years old. Hannah Montana premiered in March 2006 to the largest audience for a Disney Channel program ever and ranked among the highest rated series on basic cable. With the success of the series, Cyrus toured with the Cheetah Girls as Hannah Montana in September 2006, performing songs from the show's first season. Walt Disney Records released a soundtrack credited to Cyrus's character the following month, and it ended up topping the Billboard 200 chart in the US, selling more than 3 million copies worldwide, guys. With the
It only took Rage Against the Machine like 19 years to do that.
With the release of the soundtrack, Cyrus became the first act within the Walt Disney Company to have deals in television, film, consumer products, and music.
Hannah Montana. Never seen it.
What?
Well, I'm pretty sure I've never seen a television show or movie with Miley Cyrus in it. We all know many of her songs. Party in the USA was the first hit by Miley Cyrus that I ever heard. By 2017, the song had sold more than 6 million copies in the United States. The YouTube video for the song has more than 954 million views.
Wow.
With other hits like We Can't Stop, Wrecking Ball, The Climb, and TJ's favorite, Flowers, Cyrus has become one of the few child stars that actually made it to relevancy as an adult. I can buy myself flowers.
Don't sing.
Write my name on the sand. Did you know Wrecking Ball was originally written for Beyonce?
What?
I can't imagine anyone other than Miley singing that song and swinging from the wrecking ball in the video.
And
But
being naked.
Here's the real kicker. Miley Cyrus's net worth, $160 million. Bravo.
Pretty good. In the earlier years of her career, Cyrus had a generally wholesome image as a teen idol. In subsequent years, her image continued to shift dramatically from her teen idol status. She's getting naked. I'm sorry, naked. The release of her 2010 album Can't Be Tamed saw Cyrus officially attempting to distance herself from her teenage persona by releasing controversial music videos for her songs Can't Be Tamed and Who Owns My Heart. In 2013, Maxim listed Cyrus as number 1 of their annual Hot 100 list, which is a lovely list. Cyrus became the subject of media and public scrutiny following her performance of We Can't Stop and Blurred Lines with Robin Thicke at the 2013 MTV Video Music Awards. Clad in a flesh-colored latex two-piece, she touched Thicke's crotch area with a giant foam finger and twerked against his crotch. Bravo, Miley. Bravo.
Everybody was just making fun of her ass then.
Trivia. Miley Cyrus.
How big is Robin Thicke's dick? Oh.
Is it
Miley Cyrus named number 1 on the Maxim 2013 Hot 100 list? Round out that top 5.
2013?
2013.
Megan Fox.
No. Number 20.
Michael J. Fox.
Shaken, not stirred.
Michael Landon. Oh, no. Go ahead.
2013.
Michael Landon.
Let me give you. I'll give you the top.
Give
I'll
us
give
some
you 10.
hints.
I'll give you
Kim
10%.
Kardashian.
If you would let me talk, I can give you hints. Number 10, Alicia Cuthbert. 9,
she's
Vanessa
hot.
Hudgens. Really?
Yeah.
9, Vanessa Hudgens. 8, Kate Upton. 7, Ashley Tisdale. 6, Jennifer Love Hewitt. Name 2, 3, 4, and 5.
JWoww. With big old titties.
Jay Wow?
Christina
Jersey
Aguilera.
Shore.
No.
In 2013.
Yes.
Yes. From 1999 till now.
Number 5, Jennifer Lawrence.
Reba McEntire.
Number 4, Mila Kunis.
Diana Smith.
Number 3, Rihanna. And number
Beyonce.
2, Selena Gomez.
Celine Dion.
All right. No, that's gross. In 2013, Selena Gomez was like 12.
Was she? Fine.
Yes.
Here, I'm going to go on to the next one. Rocket
Was
City.
this voted on by Catholic priests?
This is the second Catholic priest joke you have made, and my trial starts in 1 month. So keep fucking going, okay? Keep fucking going after 5 years. November 25th, 1992. The Bodyguard is released in theaters.
Selena Gomez was 21 years old. 21.
Written by Lawrence Kasdan and directed by Mick Jackson, because you always put that in here filter free and everyone cares about it. The Bodyguard stars Kevin.
3, 4,
The
5.
Bodyguard stars Kevin Costner as Frank Farmer, a former United States Secret Service agent turned bodyguard who is hired to protect famous actress and singer Rachel Marin, played by Whitney Houston in her moving acting debut.
Kiss my ass!
Rachel is an Academy Award nominated actress. Notice how she didn't win. And music superstar who is being sent death threats by a stalker. After a bomb explodes in her dressing room, her manager seeks out professional bodyguard Frank Farmer, who was assigned
Still a
to
good
Reagan's presidential detail to protect her. Frank
How'd that work out? He got shot.
I'm talking. Frank reluctantly accepts the offer, but he feels Rachel is a spoiled diva who is oblivious to the threats against her life. Released by Warner Brothers Pictures, The Bodyguard grossed $411 million worldwide, becoming the second highest grossing film of 1992. And the soundtrack by Houston became the best-selling soundtrack of all time, with sales of over 45 million worldwide.
That's insane. That song was so good, though.
And I'll tell you why later.
Pause. About to sneeze.
Jesus Christ.
It's almost like we created a button for that. He literally shot snot everywhere.
Oh, sorry, can't clap because it'll mess up your timing.
On Rotten Tomatoes, The Bodyguard has a 38% approval rating from 50 reviews, with an average rating of 5.2 out of 10. The consensus reads, The Bodyguard is a cheesy, melodramatic potboiler with occasional moments of electricity from Whitney Houston. Audiences surveyed by CinemaScore gave the film a grade of B+ on a scale of A+ to F. Owen Gilberman of Entertainment Weekly wrote, to say that Houston and Costner failed to strike sparks would be putting it mildly.
Well, that's
mildly.
Or mildly.
Or Miley. Sorry.
I can buy myself flowers.
He added that the movie gives us these two self-contained celebrity icons working hard to look as if they want each other. It's like watching two statues attempting to mate. The Bodyguard is listed in Golden Raspberry Award founder.
Statues, mate. It's hot.
The Bodyguard is listed in Golden Raspberry Award founder John Wilson's The Official Razzie Movie Guide as one of the 100 worst enjoyably bad movies ever made.
Fun facts. I love it.
I love fun facts.
By the way, Kevin Costner, an amazing guy here. Just so you know, it was Kevin Costner's idea for Whitney Houston to start "I Will Always Love You" a cappella. No, they wanted to put music behind it. Kevin Costner goes, "Nope, make her a cappella."
And I'll bodyguard her during the a cappella.
Also, Whitney Houston suffered a miscarriage during production. It's been a few weeks recovering. That's kind of sad. I don't like that.
You're right.
Cocaine. As of 2015, with over 37 million albums sold, the film has the best-selling soundtrack of all time. Number 2, Saturday Night Fever, with about 10 million fewer albums sold. Not great.
But every time I mention it, it's
Night
wrong.
Fever, Night Fever. You don't have to shoot it. Originally, I Will Always Love You wasn't in the movie. The big single was What Becomes of the Brokenhearted. Terrible. When that song was used in Fried Green Tomatoes, Kevin Costner suggested, just throw I Will Always Love You in there. I mean, Kevin Costner is apparently a music expert.
Apparently.
Who knew that Costner was not only an expert on banging Cal Ripken's wife, but also was the cause for Whitney Houston's career resurgence? Hats off to you, Mr. Costner.
Oh, Yellowstone himself.
Why was this the number one soundtrack of all time? Do you know why?
Because that song?
They never released it as a single. You had to buy the album.
Smart.
Trivia! Soundtrack albums. 1 is Bodyguard. 2 is Saturday Night Fever. Name 3, 4, and 5.
Basketball.
The Nutty Professor Part 2. No.
Batman Returns.
No.
Or Begins. Or the third Batman Forever.
Batman Forever.
With Seal. Baby, I can pay you.
Titanic.
Titanic number. Wow, you got one. Number 4.
Oh, with Celine Dion.
From 1997. Number 3 is from 1987. Starring
Top Gun.
Patrick Swayze.
86. Dirty Dancing.
Dirty Dancing.
And number 5.
Roadhouse.
From 19.
How is Top Gun not on there, though?
What's that movie that's silent throughout the whole movie? Okay. 1978 is number 5.
78.
Rocky.
78?
Musical.
Wizard of Oz.
The Rocky Horror Picture Show.
You're both killing me. I got chills.
Oh, Grease.
There you go.
Never seen it.
You're
what?
Okay. You can't talk to me anymore.
Never seen it.
You Breakfast Club, Grease. I can't. Moving on. For all you Canadian fans out there, November 29th, the Calgary Stampeders beat the Winnipeg Blue Bombers.
That would be a better promotion.
I wouldn't have said it
the
if
Winnipeg
if you want to put this fucking CFL story in here because so many people fucking care about it. The Winnipeg Blue Bombers.
This is for you, Doug.
24-10 for the CFL Grey Cup in Toronto. The 80th Grey Cup, like this story, wasn't much of a game. Led by Boston College legend Doug Flutie Flakes, they had a commanding 24-0 lead in the fourth quarter before surrendering 10 points late in the game to the Blue Bombers. Calgary would end their 21-year drought between Grey Cups, with Doug Flutie being named the MVP, throwing for 480 yards and 2 touchdowns in this league that has only 3 downs.
Which is
Hey,
weird.
Timmy, Calgary went 21 years between championships. How many years has it been for the Bengals?
50 something.
Who, as of this time, are down 7-0.
After leaving the NFL in 1990, Doug Flutie signed a 2-year contract with the BC Lions worth $350,000 a season, which at the time was a CFL record. After struggling during his first year in BC, British Columbia, BC, not Boston College.
Lions, BC Lions, the power of BC.
Flutie would throw for a CFL record 6,619 yards on 466 completions during his second season. Flutie would go on to win 2 more CFL Grey Cups in 1996 and in 97 with Toronto before signing with the Buffalo Bills in 1998 and returning to the NFL. In 2006, Flutie was named the greatest Canadian football player of all time from a top 50 list of CFL players conducted by TSN.
What
His CFL career
list.
statistics.
Not even Canadian.
Canadian Football League. He doesn't have to be Canadian. His
You
CFL
said
career
Canadian
statistics,
football players.
oh, that too, include 41,355 yards passing and 270 touchdowns. He made 19,000 Canadian dollars.
Which is like what's in my pocket right now. Flutie is married to his high school sweetheart, Lori. Hey. Flutie
That was
also
great.
created a
That was
cereal,
great.
Flutie Flakes, with benefits going to his organization, eh? In his free time, he attends college football and basketball games at his alma mater, Boston College, and was a season ticket holder, eh? For a time, he was part owner of a restaurant in New York City's South Street Seaport named Flutie's, eh? It'd be weird if he wasn't part owner of a restaurant named Flutie's. In February 2021, Flutie was the WWE 24/7 champ, winning it from R-Truth during a celebrity flag football tournament, which I'm not sure how that worked. Though he would then immediately drop the title back to Truth, eh?
If you care for your audience in any fucking way, you will delete this story.
No,
I
too
love
good.
it.
It's too good.
Before we go on, I have a letter here. Hold on.
Is it A? Is the letter
bring it up.
A? Is it the letter A?
Dear Dave and Timmy, I enjoyed Efren on your last show. That was fabulous. I really loved how you didn't give him any fucking production.
That means it's my turn.
Mm.
Let's go to Timmy's Trivioki.
Figaro. Figaro, 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 Figaro.
That's not Tosca.
Ugh, my ears.
My neck, my back.
Yep. Yeah, I remember. Everyone remembers when Elvis performed that.
Jamaica, ooh, I wanna take it from Bermuda, Bahama, come on, pretty mama, Key Largo, Montego, baby.
Mid-letter? Explain yourself.
Hard. That bought me hard.
Finish your letter. Go ahead, finish your letter.
Fuck it. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Song
You
number
gotta
one.
fucking talk. Thank
Clue
you.
number 1. This is a song by American musician Prince and the New Power Generation from their 1992 Love Symbol album.
1999.
That would be 92. It was released in late 1992.
Pussy Control.
Third single. I love that song.
I do too.
From the album, and became the most successful in
Cream.
the United States.
Purple Rain.
Get on top.
Okay.
Clue
Will
number
you be on the
2.
bottom?
It
Sorry.
it features
The
a
Batman
sample
song.
of the 1967 Lowell Folsom song, which I'd never heard of, Tramp, and is composed of heavy drums and bass on an acoustic style. It has a distinct Middle Eastern style of music and a Hindu reincarnation theme, and an opera-like chorus which features Prince's multi-tracked vocals. I hope that helped.
1999.
Clue number 3, the song is ambiguous and can be interpreted in many ways, as this number is mentioned in the chorus and could be the song referring to
1999.
the 7 deadly sins or the 7 archon of the Nogastamic.
Look, don't write fucking notes if you can't read them. All right? If you
or
can't
the-
read the fucking words.
Or the 7 names of God in the Old Testament.
Zeus.
Jehovah.
7 and more.
Stand in the way of love, we will smoke them all with an intellect
And I have lost it. One in the hole.
I am yours now, and you are mine, and together we'll love through all space and time. So don't cry.
Turn this shit off. It's
Terrible.
terrible.
Like 7?
That song sucks.
7?
7 was the name of the song.
You're
7.
only-
7.
You were only 1,992 numbers off QC.
Yeah. So close.
1999. Song number 2. That was a good joke. I give you credit.
I'm on this show. You should also give me more credit than you think. Go ahead.
Song number 2, clue number 1. This song features a distinctive horn fanfare intro sampled from Bob and Earl's 1963 track, Harlem Shuffle. Not that Harlem Shuffle.
Do the Harlem Shake.
The song also samples Popeye the Hitchhiker by Chubby Checker, but is best known for a high-pitched squealing sound that appears at the beginning of almost every bar, 66 times in the course of the recording.
Who sings it?
You'll find out in a minute.
Clue number 3.
Clue number 2. This is a song by American hip hop
Like it was like clue number 5 already.
Jump Around.
It was produced by... I'm sorry, what did you say?
Jump Around.
Pack it up, pack it in. Let me begin. I can win by the reason. I won't ever suck up. Like it better punk up. Try and play the role and you're the whole. Get up, stand up, and look. You got the feeling. Jump up, touch the ceiling. Monsters of funk flow. Someone's fucking jump. Yo, I'll bust them in the eye. And then I'll take the punks out. Feeling funky. Amps in the trunk. And I got more rhymes than this cops at a Dunkin' Donut shop. Sure enough, I got props from the kids on the hill. With my mom and my pops. I came to get down. So get down.
To get out your seat.
Jump around.
Jump around.
Jump around.
Jump around. Jump around.
I'll wait.
Jump up and get down.
All right, come back, Efren.
I'm here.
Jandy says hi.
I had fun with that one.
I know. She just ran through.
Was she doing the jump around dance?
Were you doing the jump around dance, honey?
She was not.
singing
She was
jump.
walking. She was walking through.
Tell her, say jump, jump, jump. Everybody jump, jump.
Hi, Jandy.
Efren says hi.
Tell me I said hello.
You're so hot.
Thank
All
you.
right,
Thanks so
song
much.
number 3, clue number 1. Y'all are terrible at this.
I got it, stupid.
This song is the debut single by American R&B soul quartet Shy, released by
If I ever fall in love again. And if I ever
Got a song in your brown eyes. Your lips said
Your lips said hello,
hello, and I said hi.
I knew
right then you were the one.
But I was
caught up
in physical
attraction.
But to
But
my
to my
satisfaction, baby, you
Baby, you
more
more
than
than just
a
a
friend.
friend.
And if I ever fall in love, I will be sure that the lady is a friend. If I ever fall in love so true, I will be sure that the lady's just like you.
I prefer rockapella.
We know. Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego?
Those were horrible. Dave, save us. Or is there another one?
Hit the clip.
Thank God.
What?
Now it's time for Dave Fave. Have you seen it?
You slip her the hot beef injection.
Maybe next time, think before it leaves
I win.
That song is definitely one of Dave's faves.
And if I ever fall.
All right, here we go. Efren, you're still up 2.
Yeah, I'm up more than that.
So it's my singing got you up, huh? Yeah.
He's up 9.5. That's what I heard.
Correct.
All right, so the score is guest host 5, Timmy C 3. 4 movies
Make
this
ground
week.
left.
1992, November. Here we go. Movie number 1 on a budget of $28 million. Our first movie this week grossed more than $359 million at the box office.
Obviously, I was in it.
This is an American Christmas comedy film.
National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
1 year after being left alone and having to defeat a pair of bumbling burglars.
Oh, Home Alone 2.
Home Alone 2. Timmy C gets half a point because that's just too easy.
I didn't get it.
All right, he gets the full point then. All right, here we go. Movie
3.
number B. On a budget of $15 million. Movie number B this week grossed more than $66.5 million at the box office. This is an American action thriller and is one of Dave's faves.
Die Hard 2.
An airline security expert must take action when he finds himself trapped on a passenger
57.
Passenger 57. Efren, yeah.
Let me tell you something. Always bet black. Bet on black. Black, for the record, came up 4 times in a row this morning when I first spun the wheel.
Really?
On roulette. Yeah.
Nice.
I'm fabulous on roulette, by the way. You should see me. You should. Yeah, wait. You should see me spin the wheel. I do my gay leg kick. So every time I spin. Yeah. Next.
Here we go. Movie number C. Extra points if you get this movie.
Really?
With an unknown budget. Movie number C this week grossed an insane $754,935 at the American box office.
No holes barred.
This is an American romantic comedy film and takes its name from a 1959 hit song by the Searchers. 2 scientists who are hopeless with the opposite sex experiment with a substance that makes them irresistible to anyone who hears them speak. This film stars Tate Donovan and Sandra Bullock.
Pass.
Love Potion number 9.
Oh, that's good.
Stupid.
Nobody.
No
Efren, you
one.
should get a point just because.
Because it's gay enough and I should win. You are correct. Go ahead.
Yeah. Efren.
He's typing it in.
All right. Well, let's get
All right, here we go.
Oh, he is.
Our last.
Oh,
that was
we got
only
another
movie
one.
number,
God.
that was movie number C, you idiot face.
I know you're not talking after you did all your shit.
Yeah,
And
with your
interrupted me.
9-minute songs we had to
Right.
sit there and listen to.
Never mind
You love my songs.
Never mind
Oh,
the
no.
Hannah Montana shit we went through.
All right, here we go. On a budget of $28 million, our last movie this week grossed more than $504.1 million at the box office. This is an American animated musical fantasy comedy film.
Beauty and the Beast.
A kind-hearted street urchin and a power-hungry grand vizier vie for a magical lamp that has the power to make
Aladdin.
Efren with the win.
You ain't
Booyah.
never had a friend, never had a friend. You ain't never had a friend, never had a friend like me.
Yeah. 7-4.
I could have.
Efren opens up the
There's
lead.
some deal where Robin has a bunch of like stuff that was never used, and they can release it 50 years after his death. Because he didn't want the toy companies profiting off it.
Weird.
Something like that.
So we can hear it when we're 90. Cool.
Yeah. Are we taking a break really quick?
Go ahead, go pee.
Okay. Hold on, let me
No.
pause.
I won.
All right, on to wrestling as we get to WWF's.
Hold on.
God,
3, 2.
what the
1.
fuck?
I now passed
I hate
the hosting issues of this show.
Oh, you did. You passed the hosting issues.
So I passed something else right now too. Over to Timmy C.
What was his name?
I already told you his name at the beginning.
okay.
Only cans.
All right.
Oh, by the way, go ahead. It's your show. You're hosting. Go ahead.
Wrestling this week, we're going to be on WWF's Saturday night's main event from November 14th, 1992. I'm pretty sure it was taped sometime in October from the Hulman Center in Terre Haute, Indiana. Why would you ever do that? Indiana State University. We'll get back to that. Announcers Vince McMahon and Bobby the Brain Heenan. That's underrated.
Listeners of the show, all three of you, guys, this is where I shine. Are you ready?
I'm deleting that.
Great. That's a joke. That's a Rick D's joke. I always said Saved by the Pod had 7 listeners.
It should be a D's nuts joke.
Okay. Are you ready? This is taped October 27th. We are at the Indiana State Hulman Center. $4,300 people in attendance with a capacity
$4 or $4,300 too.
with a capacity of 9,000 with the house somewhat papered. Trivia. The Hulman Center is named after philanthropist Tony Hulman, who bought what famous Indiana site in 1945?
Indiana site?
Mm-hmm.
The Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
That is correct, Dave in the Red Rocket City. Correct! This is the episode, guys, that Married with Children's Ed O'Neill portraying Al Bundy introduces the show to the Fox audience. This is the 31st and final Saturday night's main event, not only on Fox, but the NBC Fox run. Fox will show 2 episodes of Saturday night's main event. This one and the most famous one on Fox, where Sid turns his back on Hulk Hogan and Undertaker saves Randy Savage and Elizabeth from getting hit with a chair, setting up WrestleMania 8. God, that was a great episode. Saturday night's main event will take a 14-year break before returning in 2006. Its original run, 7 years. Trivia, guys, lots of it. Get in the weeds. Here we go. There are 92 network shows on television this week, November 1992. Where did Saturday night's main event land out of 92 shows?
69.
Somewhere in the middle. I'm going to say 38.
86th.
Ooh.
It is the lowest rated show on Saturday night among all the networks. Trivia.
Bret Hart can't draw.
86th out of 92 shows. What was its rating that caused it to be so bad?
Oh,
1 point.
We're talking 92 numbers. Probably no, it's probably like something like 7.4.
6.1 with 10.6 million viewers.
They would kill for that.
Right?
On any
These
show
are
right
the
now.
shows. These are the shows that beat it for the Nielsen week ending November 15th, 1992. Tell me if you've heard any of these. With a 6.0 rating, Flying Blind on Fox.
Nope.
I'll Fly Away on NBC.
Nope.
The Heights on Fox, the 90210 spinoff. How do you talk?
How
to
do you
an
talk?
angel?
That almost made it into Trivioki.
Nope.
Likely Suspects on Fox.
Sounds like Fox was shitty back then.
The Ben Stiller
It was
Show.
it was
on
the
Fox.
fourth. All right, everything else was established before this.
Yeah, Fox was
Fox-
like what
Fox
you
was
consider the
trying to get
CW
into
now.
the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The lowest rated show of this week with a 3.5 rating is an American sitcom centered around 6 survivors of a world nuclear holocaust who have to reestablish civilization. Remember, it's a comedy. The bomb is triggered after a child is playing with his radio-controlled car and triggers a nuclear warhead during a summer parade. The title of the show? Whoops!
That sounds terrible.
Now I want to watch that show.
Trivia. Name the popular Fox show that led into this Saturday night's main event, but resulted in Saturday night's main event losing 38% of the previous show's audience.
Married with Children.
Excellent
Not
choice.
on
but no.
Saturday.
Mad TV.
Yeah, Saturday night. Here's a hint. They showed them back-to-back new episodes.
Herman's Head.
Cops.
Ah.
10
Bad
points.
boys, what you gonna do?
10.6 million viewers. How does this compare in 2023? This show would rank right below NBC's Sunday Night Football pregame show.
Jesus Christ.
Well, not a side-by-side comparison. This would be ranked in October 15, 2023. Where would this be ranked?
6th.
16th.
Third.
Third.
Your Raw rating for November 6, 2023 was 1.5 million viewers, and Dynamite for November 7th, 804,000 viewers. Timmy,
All right, let's get into the wrestling.
that was fabulous, by the way, wasn't it?
Yes.
Good
Thank you.
stuff.
Match number 1.
How many matches are on this card, Timmy?
3.
Trivia. How many matches are on this show, which will also tape 4 weeks of primetime wrestling and superstars?
Oh, at the live show?
Yeah,
22.
I was gonna say 27.
29.
Ah,
On this show that you don't see, Nails issues a challenge to Ultimate Warrior. Razor Ramon is dropped by a Bob Backlund atomic drop. The Ultimate Warrior defeats Papa Shango and then defeats Nails in 90 seconds. As you watch this, November 14th, 1992, here's what's on the other channels. ABC has a repeat of Columbo and a new episode of The Commish. CBS comedy Brooklyn Bridge, starring Happy Days' Marion Ross, is in its 2nd season, followed by the CBS Saturday night movie Tequila Sunrise. And NBC crushes Saturday night with all comedies, all new episodes. Here and Now with Malcolm Jamal Warner, The Powers That Be, Empty Nest, Nurses, and Sisters. Nickelodeon presents its 6th annual Kids' Choice Awards this week. Michael Jordan wins favorite male athlete, defeating the Mariners' Ken Griffey Jr. and Magic Johnson from the LA Lakers. The Bulls win favorite sports team. Chris Cross beats Boys to Men and Hammer for male favorite male. Jump by Chris Cross wins favorite song, defeating Ain't Too Proud to Beg by TLC and Motown Philly by Boys to Men. Sing it.
Motown Philly back again.
Paula Abdul
Doing a
defeats
little
Mariah
East
Carey and
Coast.
Unvote. Beverly Hills 90210 defeats In Living Color and The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air for favorite TV show. Bill Cosby wins favorite TV actor, defeating Luke Perry and Will Smith.
gross.
Roseanne
Longest
Arnold
TV
wins.
Raper.
Roseanne Arnold wins favorite TV actress, defeating Christina Applegate and Jenny Garth.
Oh, Jenny Garth. Yeah.
The Addams Family defeats Boys in the Hood and My Girl for favorite movie.
Hell yeah.
Boys in the Hood is rated R due to references to the female parts and various sexual activities,
Well, the boys in the hood are hard.
including oral sex,
So-
which is offered by a woman who's desperate for drugs. Again, it's 2nd at the Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards. That's what's happening this night, Saturday, November 1992. Timmy,
And
go
that's
ahead.
what's wrong with society.
You literally just did the first 30 minutes of the show. Match number
Yeah, but
one.
mine was better.
Money Inc. versus the Ultimate Maniacs. Warrior and Savage run to the ring and start getting beat down for a quick second before they turn the tide and throw the champs outside the ring. Savage and DiBiase lock up first. Savage quickly gets the upper hand. A young Mike Chioda is the referee in the ring.
Right?
You can find him on IRFB, just so you know. Warrior then gets tagged in and hits DiBiase with a suplex, but only gets a 2 count. DiBiase then slams Warrior's head into the mat and tags in IRS, who continues to assault the Ultimate Warrior, slapping the sleeper hold to slow everything down, because that's what we do in 92. A camera shows Ric Flair and Razor Ramon in the locker room with Mr. Perfect. The match is set for Survivor Series. However, Warrior would be gone and Mr. Perfect would step into his place, which never made any sense. Back to the action in the ring. DiBiase and Warrior clothesline each other and make the tag to their partners. There's a lot of this. Savage
He
starts
had to take a
hammering away.
from reading his own notes.
They're not my notes. Thank you, though. Savage starts hammering away on RS and hits him with a big back body drop and body slam before going to the top rope for the elbow drop. Savage hits the elbow drop, but the pin is broken up by DiBiase. All 4 men are now in the ring with the Ultimate Maniacs getting the upper hand and the champions retreating to the back, and they lose via countout. Sounds like a great finish. After the match, Ramon, Mr. Perfect, and Ric Flair, along with Money Inc., attack the Ultimate Maniacs. All the more reason why Mr. Perfect turning face after this made 0 sense. What are y'all doing here?
It's
Mr.
like, hey,
Perfect,
I know you
watching
kicked
you
my
catch
ass
your breath.
3 days ago, but will you be my partner? Stupid. Well, I could never image. I could never imagine.
You could also never image him.
Well, I could never imagine Savage and Warrior being a tag team champions. This was a quick, fun little match to get the crowd hot for the 2 remaining contests of the show. DiBiase and IRS got just enough offense in to not look like jobbers, and of course ended up walking out on the match in order not to lose their titles. I liked it, and I'm sure having Savage and Warrior out there was strictly meant to get eyes on the product. Got 10 million of them. Apparently that was not enough. But I'd rather have seen a traditional tag match,
86.
or a traditional tag team facing off against Money Inc. Where was the natural disasters at this time?
Dave, can I say something?
Yeah.
After listening to Timmy catch his breath 3 times, I had more luck having my nuts hit 6 times by my
Oh,
microphone.
they call them the natural disasters.
Savage has no ring entrance, guys. He doesn't need it, or music for that matter. How weird that the Ultimate Warrior's partner comes out with the Ultimate Warrior.
Terrible.
That guy with that official with the mullet can't control the action at the beginning. Now, let me ask you 2 muscle twinks.
Vince was on him. Vince was on him bad.
DiBiase's workout regimen always fascinated me. He had no visible muscles, but was always in shape like me.
Womp womp.
No?
Incorrect.
Oh,
No, not at all.
Warrior in a leotard and Macho with a shirt and long pants on. I'll get to that later. I love when
Gross.
heels walk away from a
All
match. Honky and Bad News at Survivor Series, just walking away like, fuck you, I'm done. Fabulous.
Made sense because they weren't the tag team champions.
And by the way, did JD Hoop do these Saturday night main event graphics? Because they're the best part of the show, right? Trivia. Prior to the next match, the original broadcast has shown a Bret Hart music video put to the tune of what Tom Petty song, which is the 4th of 6 songs he released in 1992, all of which did not hit the Billboard Hot 100.
Heartbreaker.
Last Dance with Diana Hart Smith.
Oh my God. Title of the song is Making Some Noise.
Making bacon.
Random
Call it
trivia.
hitting dicks,
How
but-
many number one songs did Tom Petty have?
None.
2.
0. You are correct, Dave. Free Falling hit number 7. I Won't Back Down hit number 12 back in 1989, Timmy.
Gross. All right, match number 2. Shawn Michaels versus the British Bulldog. Michaels and the Bulldog lock up with Davey Boy winning the show of strength. Shocker. Michaels eventually gets the upper hand with a clenched fist to the face and an eye poke to the champion. That's what I do. Michaels then begins to work on Smith's arm before the British Bulldog picks him up with one arm and slams him to the canvas. By the way, that was a dangerous ass move.
That was pretty impressive, though.
No. Michaels sat there for 8 minutes waiting for him to hit that move.
Well, yeah, it took him forever to get him up.
Can
but
you
once he got
figure
him
it
up-
out?
That's
Pick
what he
me
said.
up, you big bastard. Smith follows that up with a beautiful press slam and then clotheslines Michael over the top rope to the outside.
A beautiful one, QC.
Correct. After trading offense with each other, Michaels tosses the Bulldog over the top rope and then proceeds to take the turnbuckle pad off in a
If
great
you
heel move.
go back and watch the show, the notes are kind of like off Vince with a big back body drop with a beautiful body slam.
Oh, I love that. Back body drop.
Macho Man with a big back body drop.
Funny.
After 14 abdominal stretches, Michaels is seemingly in firm control of the match before the Bulldog makes a comeback and hits Michaels with his patented suplex. They never got that in Washington, by the way. Michael slings Bulldog into the exposed turnbuckle and Smith is down. Down goes Smith. And he's really selling the back because he's
I
been
think he
doing
really
it
hurt
all
himself
match.
there. I think he really hurt himself there.
No, he all match.
Okay.
Smith quickly gets in the upper hand and has Michaels teetering on the top rope. Smith climbs the top rope and tries to suplex Michaels, but he's a pussy and can't. His back gives out. Michaels lands on top of him and the Bulldog scores the Bulldog doesn't score it. Michaels scores it. Dave, stop it.
Gives out and Michaels lands on top of the Bulldog and scores the 3 count. You Nimrod.
And Michaels lands on top of the Bulldog and scores the 3 count. 1, 2, 3. Your new Intercontinental Champion, Shawn Michaels.
All right, so this is the first time I ever saw this episode or
Seen
this
it.
match.
You seen it.
So
You
now-
seen it.
Now I can say I've seen it. I was pretty shocked though. They only gave this match 10 minutes. And while I like shorter matches, I hate 30-minute long drawn out shit fests. I was very underwhelmed with this match.
Let me stop you right there. How long were you expecting them? Did you want them to give a Saturday night's main event?
I thought I'd get a good 15 minutes.
All
He's
right. This was our Saturday night's main event.
Yeah.
This wasn't an hour and a half when it was actually Saturday night's main event. This was 8 p.m. Eastern to 9 p.m. Eastern on Fox.
I mean, this match was the same length as Brett and Papa Shango.
This was fake Saturday night's main event.
So, although at the time, I remember everyone being shocked that the Bulldog lost the Intercontinental title so quickly. But the reality was he was fired along with the Ultimate Warrior right after this when Vince McMahon became aware of them both receiving illegal shipments of HGH from England.
Correct. Warrior is already fired by the time this show airs, guys.
Yep.
Shawn getting an abbreviated intro on this show, coming back from commercial. He's already in the ring. We are 16 and a half years away from WrestleMania 25 versus Undertaker and that entrance. Guys, I need boots like Davy Boys that have the initials BB on them. Oh, it stands for British Bulldog. I thought it stood for bareback. Never mind.
Oh, no.
Vince, the action is too fast to call, like he ever called the action.
What a maneuver!
Oh, he's out.
Yes. No.
He got up. No, he didn't.
Take off the turnbuckle pad spot where the heel hits the bolt has always been a spot that pops me even today. And that crowd noise, boy, is piped in.
I was wondering because the crowd was hot for these matches, and if there's nobody there,
Well, when I looked at what, all right, no, when they announced where they were at, I was like, what high school is this? And they're like, Indiana State University. And I'm like, oh, this is bad. No, not interested.
Sean ends Bulldogs 59-day Intercontinental run, which he won at SummerSlam.
59 whole days?
High
It's
as
like
a
Roman
kite,
Reigns.
according to Brett. This is Davey Boy's last match in the WWF, ending his 8-year run with the company. Vince fires him in the Warrior after, as Dave said, they are receiving HGH as the steroid trial is about to start. This is never proven, though. Trivia. Shawn Michaels will be champion for 202 days. Who does he lose to next year on Monday night at the Manhattan
Marty
Center?
Jannetty.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good. Guys, this is a live title change. Which live ones have you seen that you were impressed with?
Undertaker and Edge at WrestleMania 24.
Okay.
In person?
Mm-hmm.
I saw Hulk Hogan lay down for Jeff Jarrett. That bullshit.
You were in person for that?
Yep.
We have to
there.
review that show and
Let's
talk
do it.
about everything you're there.
It was.
Okay.
I was fucking livid.
I want to hear all about it on a future show. We've got to do it. I'm busy that night, but I'm sure someone else will be able to. No, seriously. You were there.
I was there. Bash of the Beach 2000. I was there.
That's money.
I went to the
Absolute
Army like
money.
2 weeks later.
We got to hear all about it. That's
Yep.
money. Absolute
All right.
money.
As we come back, Flair, Ramon, and Perfect interview with Mean Gene. Flair tells Michaels and Bret Hart to get ready. Whoever wins their match in Survivor Series will have to face him. Woo! Ramon says he doesn't care about anything other than fighting, and that the Maniacs have no idea what they're in store for at Survivor Series.
Scott looks so good here, guys.
Sounds
So-
good here.
Yeah.
Hey, yo.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, man.
Hey, yo. Next match, Bret Hart versus Papa Shango.
Mm-hmm.
God.
All
All right,
title
let's
matches
do
tonight,
this.
guys.
Triple Crown, as Vince states it. Papa Shango starts without hammering on Hart, but Bret quickly gains the advantage until a reversal into the turnbuckle, which probably didn't have a pad on it. Shango
Right.
then pounds on Bret very slow, because that's the way Bret likes it,
I
methodically,
wish.
until Bret bites Papa Shango on the head while in the bear hug, which is the way Papa Shango likes it. What is going on? Papa Shango eventually gains control again. Oh, look, Bill Alfonso is the referee. What?
Fonzie in the WWF as a referee, yes or no, guys?
No.
As long as he's not blowing that stupid whistle, I'm all for it.
Love the whistle.
Every time Bret would start to get some offense, Bret would get shut down like in bed with Sonny. And the match just stalls to a slow pace where Shango is working on Bret's neck, just like Sonny did, except 5 years later. After 2 elbows, Papa Shango jumps off the second rope and an elbow but misses, and Bret starts his comeback, which is nothing nearly as good as Hulk Hogan. After a Russian leg sweep, Bret gets a 2 count and then is able to slap on the sharpshooter and gets Shango to submit. Why?
Here's the question. If Papa Shango has all this voodoo magic, why doesn't he use it during matches?
He did. Ultimate
I thought he
Warrior,
did,
Bleeding,
yes.
bleeding for
Just not in the big ones, only with the
bleeding
jobbers.
green.
Like if I'm in the match,
Warriors!
if I'm in a match for the WWF championship, I'm going to start making somebody throw up and all that stuff so I can just pin them.
Only if it can take you to dinner first.
But I wonder why they gave up on the Papa Shango gimmick so quickly. I liked that shit as a kid.
Really?
Yeah, loved it. Loved
No. Timmy, you're the deciding vote.
Yes,
okay.
I liked it.
it. Yeah, they
Thought
should
it was
brought
good.
back.
I don't know. They should have brought it back.
Yeah.
But as a kid, I'm
Loved
I'm
it.
in.
Of course, Brett gets the win because they're never going to put the belt on Papa Shango, or have Brett get beat merely days after winning the title. But this match was actually a little better than I was expecting, but Brett still sucks. Papa Shango definitely made this match at least a 2-star classic.
And name the diva that Bret Hart was with, Timmy.
Sonny.
Sentenced.
Not here.
Or that is going to be sentenced finally November 27th. On the premiere date of IRFB on Premiere Streaming.
That's what should happen when you suck Bret Hart's dick.
Papa Shango, guys, gets a full entrance. Shawn Michaels didn't. We are 0 years away, guys, from Papa Shango getting his entrance at WrestleMania. Oh, oops. He already had his moment at this past year's WrestleMania 8 when he was late coming out of the curtain.
Maybe
not as good as the Godfather.
Oh yeah, the Godfather was great.
Brett, not a fab promo. Guys, name a manager in history that would have elevated Brett as a babyface, because I can't.
They don't exist because he's such an asshat. No one likes him.
I love Bret Hart.
Jimmy Hart.
Terrible.
Jimmy Hart would have been a good babyface manager.
Heenan would have been great, but Brett was like, they were oil and
as
water.
A babyface.
Literally.
Yes.
Yeah.
Vince says Papa Shango has been using a clinch ever since the match started. All 14 seconds of it. Brett would have looked good in just wrestling trunks, guys. He had a nice, tight upper body. Warrior too. God, I'm fucking horny. Jesus Christ. Bill Alfonso's arm movements are a little much, but they are not as bad as today's referees. Guys, what's the difference between Fonzie as a referee in the WWF and today's referees?
Today's referees have white teeth.
They're robots. Like literally, it's just, hey, are they injured? No. Okay. Go.
But you know what? Papa has huge legs. Quite the contrast to the sharpshooter. Now, you know what Fonzie does that I love that no one other referee does? He taps Bret Hart after Papa Shango quits to inform him to release the hold and then calls for the bell. Brilliant. And if you want to see Fonzie jump around like he's refereeing in today's world, go back to the end of Bret Hart, Jerry Lawler at SummerSlam 93. Hot mess. Trivia, guys.
Was he the official for that one?
Yes. Trivia. Who else will Bret Hart wrestle on this night for the WWF Championship in a match taped for Superstars? Here's a hint. It's a C-level babyface.
C-level babyface.
C-level.
Barry Horowitz.
Formerly a heel.
Barry Horowitz.
QC?
C-level babyface, formerly a heel. Trying to think of who was in the WWF in 92, late 92.
Better grab those breadsticks, guys.
Big Boss Man.
Virgil.
I saw this. It was on a Superstars taping.
That's right.
Yep.
Hence the question, match tape for Superstars. Very good. Timmy.
All right. Now we come back to the funeral parlor.
He takes a breath to get him ready like he's just run a fucking track marathon. And
all right, listen to you assholes go on. It definitely is. God damn it.
You're losing. Oh, you're winning. Shit.
You're welcome. Funeral parlor. Paul Bearer welcomes us to the funeral parlor because that's what he should do. Undertaker has been busy building a casket for Kamala. Oh, that sounds gross. Bear states there's no doubt the Undertaker will defeat the Ugandan giant at Survivor Series and will enjoy him suffering because Kamala's
enjoy him.
Will you shut the fuck up? I'm filling.
Suffering.
I'll fill you.
Bear states there's no doubt The Undertaker will defeat the Ugandan Giant at Survivor Series, and we will all enjoy him stuffing Kamala's corpse into the coffin for all of eternity, although I've seen him, so that doesn't work out. The Undertaker comes out the coffin, tells Kamala to rest in peace, yada, yada, yada. Got it.
I loved the funeral parlor, especially when Undertaker was a heel. It was great.
Yeah, better when he was a heel. He's a baby face here.
Trivia. How long will the Undertaker Kamala first ever televised coffin match in WWF last?
7 minutes.
8 minutes.
5 minutes. Percy did a 2 or 3 hour interview with Wade Keller from the Pro Wrestling Torch in 2012. He just wanted to do one thing, work. All he ever wanted to do was work, Timmy.
Yeah, I don't. So, speaking of not working, well, Bret Hart comes back and interviews with Mean Gene. Michaels comes into the interview and interrupts it and says he will defeat Bret Hart at Survivor Series and takes the WWF title from him. Not
Do I
likely.
need to fart into the microphone? Because I will.
It'd be better than Tim's reading.
Michaels reminds Bret that he lost to the Bulldog at SummerSlam and that Michaels will humiliate him at Survivor Series. Gross. Any thoughts on this interview?
Not a good one.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's not Piper
All right.
Brett. But I love that you threw to us because you were stuck. That was fabulous.
No, I was looking for something to fill this crap.
Right.
Because
We definitely need TJ reading the notes for wrestling because you suck.
Brett is so goddamn terrible.
Rocket City, you want to see my imitation of Timmy?
Yeah.
Guys, thoughts?
You look like a white Ray Charles.
I'm WrestleMania 2 right now, baby.
He's Rachel
America the
Charles.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Rachel Charles.
We go back to Vince and Bobby, and Heenan is on the phone, which is great because that's what he did. He announces that Savage and Warrior could not be going to Survivor Series as a team, and one of them would have a new partner for the match. Does that actually happen? What?
Well, if you let me get to my notes when you're done. They bring out this big red box to unwrap, guys, only for Bobby to have a bigger scoop as we go off the air, saying that Warrior Savage will not be teaming together. The box, which is teased in the last match, is never unwrapped. This Monday on Primetime Wrestling, Vince will confirm that the Ultimate Warrior will not team with the Macho Man, and Macho has 24 hours to find a new partner. Savage will choose Mr. Perfect, who will turn babyface. Bobby Heenan, all he had to ever do was not hit his people, and he would have been fine. Rooster, Andre, Perfect this Monday. The man had confidence in his slap. Next week on WWF television, we will also get our first announcement for WrestleMania 9 at Caesars Palace in Las Vegas. Hashtag I was there. WWF goes to Louisville, Kentucky tomorrow, 185 miles, 3 hours in the car for another marathon TV taping. And then it's house shows galore until November 23rd, when it will record its next batch of television. Survivor Series will take place on Thanksgiving Eve, giving the roster a well-deserved... Nope! WWF, guys, holds 2 house shows in Ontario, Canada on Thanksgiving Day.
What the hell?
Your A show has WWF champion Bret Hart defeating Ric Flair, and your B show has Undertaker substituting for a now fired Ultimate Warrior defeating Razor Ramon. So the whole point of Thanksgiving Eve for the Survivor Series was so they could wrestle in Ontario, Canada.
Well, if you like wrestling in Ontario, Canada, follow us. We are on Twitter at FFPopcast.
You are. Oh my God.
I need
You can't
TJ's
make it.
notes.
Oh. TJ,
You did it so good last week too.
Next week, Filter Free Podcast Fun Director Justin Yet will be hosting May God Have Mercy on Your Soul.
Next week will be November 15th, 1998, as we relive Sunday Night Heat live.
Why do I not get any of this?
Because you're gasping for breath. You can follow the show online at FF Podcast and on Instagram at Filter Free Podcast. QC, where can they find you at?
At Dave in the HSV.
Timmy C?
At Timmy C 1979 or 1979-1.
You can find me online at Efren Blackjack. IRefB with Mike Chioda premieres this Monday night on Premier Streaming Network. Sign up for Premier Plus for only $9.99 a month and get access to this, hundreds of other shows, and the best independent wrestling in the world, and have a chance to be a contestant on a future game event. Guys, we will see you next week. Thank you for joining us here for the Filter Free Podcast on Premier Podcast Network. QC, Red Rocket City, go.
Joke of the week. Why don't Ken and Barbie have any babies?
They don't have genitals?
The sum of their parts or something?
Because Ken came in a different box.
The very first time that I saw your brown eyes, your lips said hello and I said hi. I knew right then you were the one.
Give me this.